As he's gonna be.
Welcome. Today is Monday, May 20th. Today's episode is brought to you by Café One 3 inside Double S Party Store in Kawkawlin, Michigan. Café One 3 is one of Kawkalin's hidden gems located in M13. This little cafe is named after the street you're located on, M13. Café One 3 is your local quick stop for deli specialties, homemade baked goods, and coffee. Whether you're looking for a deli sandwich, a healthy salad, or a muffin and a cappuccino, Café One 3 has it all. We're live here at Café One 3 with Ben and Megan McParlan. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
We have a newlywed game, top 6, Café One 3 highlight, and so much more. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
This is the Matt and Mew Show with Matt Hensler and Adam Muzinski.
The Eagle has landed.
So I'm sweating. My microphone or my headphone cord's a little too short.
We need to buy some extension cables.
We told you, we offered.
You have headphone extension cables?
No.
But they did
I
offer.
said extension.
Extension? Yeah.
We offered any extension we had.
I don't think she understands how it works.
No, not at all.
That's okay.
I don't think you understand how it works.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And for the first time tonight, I figured out some polls, and it was
I
difficult.
still don't think you did it right.
No, I got numbers wrote down, so we're all right.
All right. Tell them about the poll.
So our question in the podcast today, it's a simple one. Cat or dog? Are you a cat person or a dog person?
Dog.
So, don't waste it yet, dude. So we'll get to the answers later in the show.
Sounds like I got to answer the question.
So as we're going through it, let us know live, and we'll add you to the results with the pen that I gave back to Adam.
Jesus.
That's okay. I don't need it. Nobody voted yet.
We've gone on so many on-site things now, and we go live every week, and he still doesn't remember pens.
They're in my bag. My bag is...
There's 3 in that
Over
box.
there. We just talked about his headphone extension. He can't get all the way over there.
Wouldn't be able to hear the show. My ears are sweating. I can't even listen to this.
Why don't you take your coat off?
Because I look fat.
It's because you're pitting, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh, big time. Sorry if I smell Megan.
Hey, you're
Jack
fine.
it off.
Yeah.
That was the name of our
forget.
last episode we did with you guys.
Yeah.
Jackets off at the beer garden.
Jackets off of the beer garden.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's exciting to be here, guys. Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
We had nothing better to do, so.
Neither did we.
When we got here, Megan was hard at work refinishing a table, and Ben was reading labels on bottles of wine.
He's been mindlessly walking through the store for an hour.
He does that in his spare time. He's like, oh, what can I read on the back of this bottle tonight?
That's work.
Do you have a feather duster? You can go.
Oh, you need a
I
feather
don't want to
duster.
do that.
He didn't want to wear his
I just wanna
uniform tonight.
Walk around and look at things.
You guys have uniforms?
No, but I'm talking about with his little
is
feather
maid
duster.
uniform? No. Do you have a maid uniform?
I think I'd look pretty good in one.
I would only assume so.
Does it ever leave the house, though?
Only when he comes to work.
Yeah, right? He gets paid a little extra.
He gets to put pants on when he comes to work.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's only like the front of the maid uniform. It's like open in the back.
Open in the back, yeah.
Easy
Gotta be
access.
open.
All right.
Very Patch Adams in the back.
Oh, no.
I
Lovely.
just saw Patch Adams for the first time a couple days ago, believe it or not.
It was him this time. So usually I talk over the things Adam does because he just does it randomly, and
I didn't
it
notice
wasn't me
it
this
until
time.
I didn't notice it until I was already talking. And I was like, oh, I
Maybe
just
we
gotta
should
say
look
it.
in the visual cue when we do these.
That'd be a really good
Like,
idea.
Hey, no one talk. Okay.
At first, I thought Adam was cracking a beer, and then I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
That
it
would have
was.
been epic if that would have been the noise
We
behind
call
it.
those pulling mats when people talk over the sounder.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot.
So we have to open it.
So we have to open our beer because we are going to discuss today's beer of the podcast.
So shout out to my good friend Jay Anderson, who made a trip down south to North Carolina and was able to pick some of this goodness up. Sweetwater IPA, baby.
Awesome.
Sweet water. It's been a long time since I've had this beer.
I've
We were
actually
just,
never.
you've never had it.
Well, I had it when he
Cheers.
first brought it over.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. You gotta shake the ghost out.
Solid
This reminds
beer.
us of Tennessee, man.
No, it's delicious beer. Very good.
6.3%, 50 IBUs. Columbus, Chinook, Cascade, Simcoe, and Golding hops. Nice
Goldilocks?
little- Golding hops.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
No.
Oh, I just thought of a great beer name. Golding Hops and the Three Bears.
There you go.
Well, and we do
Trademark it.
have a Goldie Brown Locks and Three Bears right here.
I don't think you'd be considered a bear in that community, man.
Cub. They call me a cub. Yeah, no, there's a
He's the
mama
one
bear.
that's just right.
Oh, no.
You walked right into that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Well,
He's the little man.
He's not big.
No,
Like,
for
well,
those of you
not.
listening on the podcast, not watching live on Facebook, Ben is
You should look at this video right now.
half the size of me.
Because I look like a monster. And Ben's like this little twig on the other side of the table.
His hockey
Sometimes-
stats at one time said that he was 5'9".
like 185.
Yeah,
too.
we're like, no.
Was
Is that with skates on and 3 encyclopedias in your pants?
Yeah. Sometimes,
Some of his hockey buddies are watching right now, and they're like, hell no.
sometimes Mike calls me fun size.
Those are the best candy bars, and you eat them in one bite.
Yeah,
The
well,
ones that come to Lunchables. I had a Lunchable the other day.
Ben's like, I'm not going to comment
Dude,
on that.
no one wants a fun size. You want the king size.
No, I'm trying to watch my figure.
yeah, not if
I
you're
just want a
trying to
little
be
bit of candy.
sustainable.
No.
Like a one-time thing, maybe.
I'm never a one-time thing, baby.
Wait, we just discussed something completely different.
Where are we going with this?
So about this beer.
Wherever
Yeah.
you want to go.
Where are we headed?
I don't where were we the beer. Yeah, the beer.
Yeah,
beer.
the beer.
Yeah, the beer is fantastic. So thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the beer.
Shout out, buddy.
So now
So,
we're all drinking 2 beers.
we always do
Yeah.
a beer banter after we start drinking our beer. But we don't really have anything to talk about, so we want to know what are your favorite styles and beers.
Go
Each
ahead,
of you.
Meg.
Oh, I'm a hands down IPA girl.
What's your favorite IPA?
45er that's sitting right in front of me.
Nice.
When I say favorite IPA, I kind of go in seasons. So 45er right now, Mosaic Promise by Founders is probably a number 2 or up there. I don't know. What else?
You know that
Dogfish 90-minute IPA is.
that 98 Problems from Perrin's pretty good. I
know
can
why.
jam on that.
I think you're trying to...
Pick on me.
no, I think he was trying to...
Or is he
earn
giving me
some
a free
brownie
plug?
points. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a fantastic beer.
Of course you'd say that.
And it's you're drinking one too.
I know, I like it. But I don't work for Parent, you do.
Right? What about your styles, though?
I'm pretty American. I like,
What does that even mean?
yeah, I like IPAs, stouts. I'm like that.
Pretty American.
Pretty American. Yeah, I'm like that. You know when there's like that cliche craft guy? It's like, you know, what everyone thinks when they.
Oh, well,
think of that.
define that.
I have no
for
idea.
You know that
what you're
guy?
saying.
It's like, I've got that meme on my phone that I showed you that one time. Where the guy's got the beer in his hands, and he's like, "Hey, this is the ultra souped up, hopped up, bite your tongue, bitter IPA." But you probably wouldn't understand because you don't like craft beer. Like,
Are you the guy that doesn't understand or the guy saying that?
no, I'm like all my domestic beer drinking friends think I'm a craft beer snob, and it's just like, no, that's just happens to be what I'm drinking.
No, but you are a craft beer snob.
I get painted that way.
He does, though, because I asked him what beer he wanted to drink, and he responded with, well, I like everything except, and he just listed like,
Three things listed.
He doesn't
Things
like.
I don't
He's not a
like.
huge fan of sours.
Right.
Which I do.
He's not a huge fan of IPAs, right?
No. I love
We
IPAs.
live IPAs.
No sours, no wheat, and
Belgians
no,
except
no
quads.
Belgians
No
except
Belgians.
quads. So
Yeah.
3 things. And the third thing, I still like some of them.
Is the boozy or the better?
I like boozy.
Boozier?
So I like IPAs, and then I like barrel-aged stouts, quads, barley wines.
I'm surprised you don't have like a 2-foot beard.
Yeah, I might soon. I don't like shaving much. Meg will tell you all about that.
It's growing in really nicely.
Yeah, well,
Just let it go.
I might.
Why not? What do you got to lose?
Meg?
Are you asking permission?
No, I think he's.
What do I have to
he's
lose?
saying.
Am I going to lose?
Well, we've been together 15
Will
years, so
I
I don't
lose
really
you?
know.
So I found out I'm in a wedding. I didn't just find out I'm in a wedding. So I'm in a wedding next weekend, and he's like, "Hey, we're making reservations at this barber shop the day of the wedding. You want to jump in?" And I'm like, "What do they do?" He's like, "It's an old school barber, like give you a haircut and a trim job and everything, shampoo your hair." I'm pretty excited about that. As I said, and I'm not touching anything until the wedding day, and he's gonna make me look pretty.
Straight shave and everything. That's awesome.
Ooh,
Now
cue
you just
ball.
need a pedicure now. You'll be good.
Dude,
I've never. I have disgusting hands.
Well, he got a pedicure at one point and loved it.
is it worth it?
Yeah, so the manicure wasn't worth it.
Wait, pedicures in your feet.
Yeah,
pedicures. in your feet.
manicures on the hands. That wasn't worth it. Pedicure. Me and my boy Justin. You know Justin.
Any?
Yeah. So
Henny doesn't really surpase me when
We
it comes
were-
to the whole pedicure
we
thing.
were
Not at all.
pleasantly surprised. It was
So-
worth it.
Why? Like, why did you go get a pedicure together?
Was it the
don't-
chair or was it the person rubbing you that...
No. She was not my type. But I don't know what made us get it.
Like just two of
like you were like
together.
bored
No,
one day and you're
we
like,
were
oh,
all
I think
there.
the girls were all going, and
They didn't want to sit at home and be by themselves.
Henny and I decided, you know what, we're getting one too. If
how long ago was this?
Last
6
week.
years ago.
Okay.
When we were in
Right.
Tennessee.
Okay.
They give
Yeah,
good
So I was gonna say
pedicures
now
in
if my
Tennessee?
wife's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a pedicure, I'm like, see ya.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
yeah.
kick your ass on the way out.
Yeah.
Do it, though.
Yeah, alone time is hard to come by once you have children, as you'd know.
Oh, I know.
So when Mom and Rogan want to get out of the house, I'm like, you know what, you guys do your thing. I'll hold down the fort.
Uh-huh.
6 hours later, you come back to bed passed out.
Ben's passed out and drinking 3 barley wines and
Yeah.
not too many sours.
Yep.
Yeah, no sours. No sours.
So,
Oh, gosh.
favorite beer you've ever had?
Yeah, you still never answered the question.
That's tough. Favorite dessert beer?
No.
No, favorite beer. That was
you've
the
ever had.
question.
Let's do it this way. If you could drink one beer the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh,
Okay,
if
so
you could
that
name it
can't
for
be
me, I'll
some
name
of
it for
this.
you.
Oh, I like
I was
that.
going to say, that was my you.
I like that.
Name
Oh,
it for
you already say it?
You name it for me.
I heard you just named yours, and that's what I was going to say.
No, I said I wouldn't do some of this. If I could only drink one, you can't drink
Wouldn't.
dessert beer all the time.
Oh.
Then he'd really be a bear.
Crazy. If it was like in any situation, am I picking yours or am I saying mine?
I don't know if I
No.
can pick yours. I think that would be way too
Pick your
hard.
own, because there's a question coming up later that you have to
Okay.
pick each other. So.
Cool.
You go first, because I don't... Oh, this is hard.
You used to be like 90-minute, but
That's what I think I might say.
if I can
You like
only
to
drink
party.
one.
I do.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry.
Dude, if I can only drink 9%, that's not a good idea.
Okay,
Um,
mine's Backwoods Bastard. So it can be anything. I mean, this isn't like you're stuck to it for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
That's
Side note,
literally
also-
what you said.
but you did say that.
You did say if you could drink one beer for
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
It's like if you're
Only
on a
one beer.
deserted island,
Yeah.
you had to choose one
Yeah.
beer to drink.
What would you
with
drink?
Well, if I was on an island, I don't know if I would.
I'll be.
This is not like the end of the world, man.
You just got to say something.
I feel like I'm held to
He's like
this
Joey
decision.
from Friends. He's like, sex, food, sex, food, sex. I want girls on bread.
I feel like I'm gonna get held to this. Like after this is all over, right?
I'm not going to make you go drink all of the beer.
So after this is all over, when the podcast is over and I go back to being a normal person, just living my life, people are going to see me on the street and be like, "Hey, Ben, why aren't you drinking that El Ligero? You said El Ligero was your favorite."
Ooh,
It's
that's a
El
good
Ligero.
choice.
It's
He does.
El
like
Ligero
it.
was what I was thinking about because it's light. I can drink it in any situation.
Take the percentage out
It's
of
not
it.
my favorite
Pure
beer.
flavor.
So Ben's me walking down the street and somebody's in the drive by. Hey, it's the El Ligero guy.
He's
Everybody, hey kids, look, it's the El Ligero guy.
He's gonna be like,
Hey, round up everybody, let's take a picture.
yeah. Hey Ben, why are you drinking that 98 Problems? I thought you liked El Ligero.
Yeah, oh, come and drink. Where's the El Ligero?
Traitor.
Well, that's the thing about craft beer. It's not like a Bud Light guy. It's like, oh, I need to drink Bud Light in every situation, anytime.
That's
all
what
they
makes the
drink.
question so fun, though.
It makes the question very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Just pick a beer. You have a store right there
Did you
with
pick a beer?
hundreds.
Tweak might be my favorite.
Avery Tweak.
Avery Tweak. But we're gonna
You were
try.
just
We're
complaining
gonna try
about percentage, dude.
No. But he said just your favorite.
Okay.
He said forget about that. You can only drink.
All
that.
right.
Just the beer you would drink for the rest of your life. You can only drink one beer.
You're going back to that. Man.
That's what it is. But
I think you're done.
It's Tweak. It's Tweak. No. Later tonight we're gonna try Planked, which is also excellent. But Tweak might be my favorite.
Mine's Dragon's Milk.
Very pricey.
Ooh,
Backwards
that's a
bastard.
good one.
Dragon's Milk's mine.
Backwards.
Have you tried the
Okay.
Reserve?
Okay.
Which one?
Which one? Meg?
Is it the raspberry?
Raspberry hibiscus, the
Yeah.
new one.
I think it was a little.
No,
I
we
haven't
haven't,
had that
we
one
haven't
yet.
tried that one. That was raspberry lemon. You're talking.
Well, that one.
Oh, yeah, that one- no, that one was good.
The reserves, honestly, have not tasted that well, in my opinion.
The original ones were really good.
Yeah, but the
There
ones
was
that
like a
come on the last-
chipotle, a raspberry,
Yeah.
a coffee,
Wait,
and a
have the
chocolate.
Chipotle one.
The
Triple
last
mash.
18 months that they've come out with have not been well. What's yours? Your beer.
Is it 90 minute?
It's close between 90 Minute and Hop Slam.
Oh man!
Yeah.
How many times have you carried her up to your bedroom because she passed out after too many double IPAs?
You know,
Or is she like way up
Gonna tell
here?
my stat? You're gonna tell my stat?
Dude,
Does she carry you up to the bedroom after too many El Heroes?
I'm pretty strong. You watch out, Adam.
Yeah, what are you saying?
No, tolerance wise. I mean, he's. Yeah, he is. But no, he's 6'9" and 280 pounds or something.
on MySpace.
Yeah, well,
That's a good song. Online by Brad Paisley.
That's where I was going with that.
Oh, they did a country reference.
It's a good song.
yeah. So Meg's never thrown up while drinking. So that's what.
Wow.
That's what you guys need to know. And since
Good for you.
since Meg the Tank back in her college days, you know, she doesn't have too many.
Tank,
She has
Tank,
one hop
Tank.
slam and she's done drinking for the night. She
That's
doesn't-
not true. I'll at least have two.
She was
We
willing to
could've
suck
killed
down
the
a
5
quarter of a 5-liter, man.
Yeah.
We could have killed the.
We
5
could have
liter.
done that.
Her name's Meg and she doesn't like to party.
Come on. All right, give me a
Okay,
little bit
Pat.
more credit. I used to drink a lot.
She can
but-
party. She can party. She's a pretty serious mom. She takes
Thanks,
it easy
hon.
now.
Thanks.
When you have kids, the drinking, becomes secondary, and then you have
Yeah.
another kid, then you don't even think about it.
Well, and here's
like-
the thing.
like,
Okay,
hey, I
I
can
can
drink
stay up
again.
and drink, and they're still going to get up at the same time. So it's like,
Exactly. That's like Jameson. It's like, oh, we keep him up till 10. He'll sleep in. Nope. Still getting up at 7.
nope.
So-
the more sleep they
nope.
get, the better they sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I guess you guys never said your beers.
Yeah. What are your beers?
Backwoods
Dragon's
Okay.
Milk.
Dragon's Milk.
We
okay.
definitely
yeah,
said
I
our beers.
totally
We
missed
definitely
it.
did.
Okay,
My
so we
wife
need to back
is
up.
all day IPA.
I saw that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I do like all day.
All day, honestly, that's probably one of my go-to beers. That and Corona.
Yeah. I go to All Day a lot. Because,
Seriously, speaking of Corona, Eligero.
Yeah.
No,
I go
I
to
know,
I know,
yeah,
but I'm
it's
saying,
Eligero.
don't drink Corona. Not that I'm dogging Corona.
No,
but-
I'll do. I'm a Corona Lime all day.
Really?
Corona Lime, shot of beam.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Not in the Corona.
No,
Like,
just next to it. Shot of beam, Corona
That'd be
Lime.
the worst Boilermaker
Adam's
ever.
got some redneck roots.
Here's my other thing, because this is a question I like to ask people too. Is so you go into a dive bar. Obviously, you're going to drink mostly something domestic import, pretty.
Oh,
basic.
right, yeah, your
Okay,
crap beer's out.
So what's your go-to beer at a dive bar and your shot? Because everyone does a shot of beer. What's your shot?
I just do liquor at a dive bar.
okay. Get a
Yeah.
beer with it though. So what's your
You
shot?
have to
What's
get a
your
beer. You're not
What's your
playing
shot with
along.
beer? Yeah, come on. I know, he's like, this is not what I do.
We belly up to the bar, and I say, "Hey man, I want a Corona Lime shot of beam."
Coors Light. That's if I had to pick a domestic Coors Light.
It could be import.
It could be
maybe
a
Guinness.
Labatt Blue.
If they have
I was
Guinness,
going to
I'd
say
do
Guinness. I'll do a black and blue, probably.
Yeah.
What's your
My
shot?
She does have some
shot?
fancy dive bars.
I know.
My shot.
I was thinking like a can
Irish
of Busch
breakfast?
Light
You
and
know,
a shot
a
of
lot of
Jameson.
dive bars. A lot of dive bars still have Johnny Walker. Probably be Johnny Walker.
Okay.
Red.
Black if they
Black
got
is
it.
if they got it. It's a dive bar,
Oh, it's
dude.
dive
They
bar.
don't.
They don't have
Yeah, blue if you got
We
it.
had blue on our honeymoon. That was the greatest thing ever. We went to an all-inclusive resort, and they had a Mark Twain bar or Hemingway bar or something they called it. And you go in.
Those are
and
very different bars, but
It
continue.
was the Hemingway bar, so
Okay.
there's all booze and everything. And they walked in like, "Oh, you got Johnny Walker Blue," and I'm like, "And that's included?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Give me a double straight up." He's like, "Okay."
I'll take
Do
all
it.
of them.
Right? Can I take
Speaking
the
of that-
bottle?
Speaking of what?
You guys aren't doing anything in October. We're going to go on vacation if you want
Yeah,
to
you
join.
guys want to come on vacation?
Ditch
Like the
kids.
two of us.
None of our,
Everybody.
Yeah.
All the wives who are listening, let's just do it.
yeah,
Where are we going?
none of our none of our friends want to go with us, so at this point we're just asking.
We actually are
everybody.
kind of fun to hang out with, but nobody can go because we're reproducing right
friends.
now.
Yeah, they're all
Everybody
of
has
our
babies.
friends are
None
getting
of our friends want to go, so we asked you guys.
You guys look like you can have.
You're the last resort. Where and when?
We're going to.
I had to think about it. Riviera
Maya?
Maya in October, like
October
the first week.
5th through 12th. Yeah, should be a good time.
I'll
Got
be
a good
camping,
deal.
sorry.
Well, around Cancun, which is very close, there's a lot of theft, murder.
Oh, yeah.
So tickets were very cheap.
It's cheap.
And
so you kind of have to risk your life if you're going to come back to your child or not.
It's a
but-
great resort, so we couldn't pass it up.
There you go.
And like I've told you, I'm actually pretty tough, so I'm not too worried about it.
It's what you
This
keep telling me.
580-pound guy's gotcha.
Yeah, well,
He's got switchblades for days.
Switchblades for days.
My mom.
all right.
So obviously we're sitting here at Cafe 1-3. Give us some quick 3-4 minute details about the cafe, how it got started, featured menu items, stuff like that.
Do you want to do it or I'll do it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Get started.
Well, Cafe 1-3 was originally Subway, so I don't know if we can technically say that, but when Ben and I bought it from his parents, we thought we could turn out a better product when it came to food. And then our vision originally was to get a liquor license. So we're in the process right now of getting a liquor license here to be able to serve craft beer, wine, liquor, all that good stuff. So we've got kind of a specialty menu with paninis, wraps, salads, pizza baguettes, which is like if you were to take a big, huge, awesome artisanal bread, cut it in half, and then we like toast it and open face it. So it's like if you were to take like the really, I don't even know what type of pizza that is.
It's a fancy pizza bagel.
Thank you. But I don't want to say like it's like we put the baguette on the end of it to make it super fancy.
Yeah.
But we
So-
brought in coffee too. So
Yeah.
we've got specialty coffees, and we're going to kind of play with that with alcohol.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say too much because I want to make sure that it's going to go through. But
I'll
the
say a
liquor
lot.
license is, I mean, you can see the girl.
I'll say a lot, he says.
All right, my turn. Liquor license. Hopefully by the end of the month it'll be here. Hoping to launch alcohol early June. We'll see, but that's the hope. But yeah, Meg kind of hit it. Paninis are kind of our thing. We do a lot of wraps. We do catering. The coffee's on point, but we're kind of a small town here, so coffee's taking a second to pick up. But we do lattes, mochas, macchiatos, frappes. Yeah. Frappe. Meg doesn't like the way I say frappe. She said frappe. She said frappe. I said frappe sounds super American, like it came from Europe. Frappe.
Men, you're in Kawkawlin.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
frappe.
You know what? You're right. I should know my customer base. Frappe.
It's a frappe.
Frappe.
Give me one of them frappes.
Give me one of them frappes.
You know what? They're darn good.
Hey, Matt, what are you saying about Kawkawlin?
There's not many people here that drink frappes, but there's probably a lot of people that drink frappes. There's a McDonald's right down the road
Yeah, a lot
that
of
sells
people just
frappes.
take like black coffee.
I like
Yeah,
my
well.
coffee
We
black.
actually-
Sugar and
that's-
cream definitely around here, I bet.
That's not true.
You got the farmers. Farmers are black coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The farmers, they got good taste.
They do.
Damn
We have
right
a lot
we
of
do.
farmers that actually
Damn
come in
right
and
we
support.
do.
I grew up on a farm.
I think Matt, he's talking crap about Kawkawlin because he knows nobody out here in Kawkawlin's listening to this right now. Our friends in Bay City and Saginaw are listening. But
You know me, I like to start arguments.
So my
Surprised he's not mad yet.
I'm having a great time, and I'm way farther away from you, so we're doing
I
all
get
right.
mad sometimes
I
too.
probably smell really bad. I'm sorry, Megan.
I think
Good.
tonight it's like a me and Matt versus Meg and Adam kind of night.
That's not a good idea.
No,
We're
just
gonna
wait.
lose.
We're gonna. No,
He
we're
knows.
gonna-
He knows how everything works. I don't. Like I'm.
I can mute you really fast.
Okay, don't mute me because I got a good one.
So the story about my grandmother.
Talking about Kawkawlin. So right before we came here, my dad calls me. He's like, "Hey, I told your grandpa that you're doing this podcast and he really wants to listen to it." He's like, "How do I set him up with that?" And I was like, I'm gonna have to, show you next time I'm over. He's like, "Yeah, he really wants to watch it, and we don't know what a podcast is." It's like, oh, okay. And I mean, and my family's, pretty with the times. So like, for Kawkawlin, if they don't know, I would think maybe 10% of people in Kawkawlin know what a podcast is.
Yeah, but you know what? Facebook is still there. Facebook
Yeah.
is a big thing.
Right, Facebook is for our grandparents.
Yeah,
All right,
we're on
that's fine.
Facebook
That's
right
fine.
now.
Facebook
On
right now,
Facebook,
dude.
though.
Okay,
Unless you're listening to this through our podcast sites. But
so I'm just saying the platform of Facebook has been overtaken by like the 40 to like 70-year-olds, right?
Absolutely.
No, don't get me wrong. Everybody our age still has one. They still pay attention. They don't want to get rid of it. But like podcasts, if you're like over 40, you don't know what a podcast is. Unless you're hip. If you're 40 right now and you're sitting at home, you're like, screw you, man. I know what a
He's
podcast
like
is.
himself a hole for all these
I
people.
know.
He's like trying to like pinpoint these people.
no, I think the age would be like over 55. Personally.
Maybe. Okay, maybe.
What about your dad, who's,
So
like,
all
super
the
podcasty?
all the 57-year-olds out there being like, man, I'm listening to this right now. I'd be like, yeah, you're pretty cool for your age.
Well, there you have it.
You know, that's.
Ben McParlan, everybody.
Yep, and we're done.
Hey, I'm not afraid to say something provocative just because it's true.
That wasn't even provocative. This is confusing.
Welcome to our world, guys.
Sometimes they say, nope, I gotta wait for this.
No, it's just background music. Keep going.
Gotta wait
We're
for-
transitioning to the next step.
I got yelled at last time.
No, continue.
We're
You're
good,
fine.
man. We're
You're
good.
fine.
You know, sometimes they say genius, like it just comes out and it sounds
Weird
like
ways,
mumbo
yeah,
jumbo. But
yeah.
what's going on in this melon right now is
Beer
Brilliance.
genius.
you're-
Oh,
You got called out?
oh.
That's an in-law.
That is. Ooh,
what happened?
not my in-law.
That's an in-law.
It's Adam's in-law.
What?
We got a
Oh.
Terry Richter who...
You know Terry Richter.
I do know Terry Richter. Terry, I didn't say it, I swear.
That's her husband, Ben. He's
So-
like our #1 fan, so
Good. He's a good guy.
So
he is.
that just shows you how in touch
hip
with
he is.
reality
He's
he is
super-
and how hip
super
he
hip.
is.
He's super hip.
Yeah.
I can't wait for my wife and his wife to hear that.
I really
So
like Terry.
hip.
Okay. Today's episode brought to you by Café 13 inside Double S Party Store in Kawkawlin, Michigan. Café 13, your local American restaurant serving great food and great drinks in a great atmosphere. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what I'm ready for.
We're going to do, I don't even know if it's the newlywed game, but basically we have 6 questions that you both have to answer.
At the same time?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because it's
All right.
about each other.
Okay.
Cool. And Matt's going to tally it because he's got the pen.
I do have
Are
the
we
pen.
going to get this like,
I'm
right or
gripping this
wrong?
microphone.
I don't
tight.
know. It's up to the other person.
Okay.
And the loser has to do a handstand.
Oh, that's
a
easy.
what?
A handstand.
handstand.
I got this. If I lose, it's fine.
You're strong and muscular. You should be able to.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you have to do it on camera?
6'3", 210 pounds.
I get to use a wall.
That's fine.
Do you want? You can use a car going down the highway.
Drop
You have
that.
one mode.
All right, Matt. Odds are even.
Do you want me to open them up over here and they see the next
that's
question?
true.
I
I'll
think you
just do
should
it
ask
then.
them all.
Good call. Good call. Good call.
I'm just
All right.
taking tallies.
Ladies
over
first, Megan. What was your worst date?
Oh.
It wasn't with me.
We've been together for a long time. I don't think I can remember anything before you.
She had a few dates before we started dating at 14.
Just a few.
What was my worst date? So it doesn't have to be with Ben?
I mean, I guess
I
not.
told you it's not with me.
Okay. I don't
No
know.
way.
I'm gonna laugh. It was like Friday night.
It was recent.
Where did we go last week?
Remember, I woke up
See,
this
you guys,
morning.
I
it was
can't
right
remember
there.
our own names sometimes. I guess it has to be not with Ben. My best friend and I dated a set of twins.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
They're here in Kawkawlin, or at least they grew up here.
They're-
So
Everybody
apparently
knows
they don't
what
listen to podcasts.
I don't think so.
Right.
They're
No,
not at
but
that age
they're in
range.
their late 20s, so it's like prime podcast age.
Well, we awkwardly went to the mall and we were all holding hands
Awkwardly.
awkwardly, and one of the twins, I'm not going to say whose twin, was on the other side. So it was like 3 of us and then the other one. And it was like the worst day. That was it. We just walked the mall.
Were you
Huh.
dating the one with you and Cam walking, or were you dating the
I'm not
one that
gonna
was
say that.
on the other side
I'm
of
not
the
going to
hall?
say that. I'm not going to say that.
I'm
That
guessing it was
probably
the other side of the hall. Worst date ever. It had to be.
Ben's like, it wasn't me. Worst
Yeah, that's
date,
all you should
worst
care
date.
about.
I know.
Yours.
True. My worst date.
Yeah. Because now you can't pick her.
It can be with your wife though.
I can't.
Yeah, she was a lot cooler than me. So even though I had like girlfriends before Meg. I never really went on dates before Meg, so.
Well, we couldn't drive, so that was the hard.
The best is always getting like dropped off in the movie theater and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, pick me up at 11," even though the movie got over at 10:30.
Oh, absolutely.
Well-
like we thought we were cool because
Yeah.
your parents couldn't check the showtime.
Yeah.
But
I guess.
They were going to load up that dial up and check that.
Really?
Open up
Get
the
off the
newspaper
phone.
and look at the.
get off the phone.
Too much work.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I kind of had a girlfriend where I decided to date because she wanted to, and I was like, I can't say no. I'm not dating anybody right now,
I know
right?
who this is.
Maybe you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe you don't.
Crazy.
Maybe you don't. But
Sounds like
I'm
Otto.
trying to think of who's crazy. But anyways, it was we went to the ice skating rink, and the whole time I knew, like, right after, I was gonna be like, I gotta break up with this girl. Like I thought I was doing the right thing, being like, oh yeah, I'll date you, but I'm like, no, that's worse because now I gotta break up with her, right? And so I totally had to like Jon Snow her right after the ice skating thing. So that was the worst.
Did
date.
you just Game of Thrones for us?
He did.
I'll sneak it in anytime I can.
So-
And
Anyway.
only 3/4 of the table got it.
Yeah.
So, I think Ben had the worst date. He used some psychological warfare there.
Right.
Yeah, you can that's fine.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No, that's all right.
Should have never done it.
It's harsh, man.
It's tough.
All right, Ben, you can answer this one first. What would be the first thing your spouse would buy if they won the lottery?
A horse.
A horse.
Yeah, a horse and a barn and the whole bit.
I hate horses.
Me too.
Terrified of horses. When I was younger,
I like big dogs.
we had a pony, and it kicked me, and it bit me,
Were you behind it?
and bucked me off. Well, when it kicked me, yeah.
Well, that's okay.
You gotta learn.
I'm not even gonna go there.
But no, like, I wasn't, but he, like, turned and then kicked me. So I
Okay.
was, like, next to it, and he just, like, turned and
Horses
was,
are
screw
pretty
you, man.
agile.
So, but this was a pony, and ponies are just smaller horses, in my opinion. So imagine how bad that hurt from a
Basically
pony.
donkey.
It was like the Tyrion of horses.
Oh my gosh, Ben. We're still gonna be on this. He's
So,
a little butthurt after last week.
See, I don't like horses, but hey, what would Ben buy?
A library, a big 5-story library.
What she
full of
means
books.
is I wouldn't buy like an existing library.
I'd buy like I'm gonna
Any
go buy
book I'd-
Saginaw
any
Public
book-
Library.
I'd
any
make
book
my
that
own
he could
library,
have,
yeah.
and fill it with any book that he'd want.
Yeah, like I'd purchase it and I'd make
I think
Meg
this
do
was
the
my
work.
question.
It was.
Thank you.
No, the question was to both of us. It was your
I
answer.
think yeah, okay, touche. I think I still win that though.
It's up to the
see what
judge
Matt
in the
says.
middle.
It's alright.
I don't know. So I think Meg's answer was a lot more specific.
True.
And she wins.
Yeah, she went in depth.
Yeah.
I even helped her with it, which
And you
might
went-
took off.
She didn't want
We
to.
asked you for.
You helped
What's
her
the
win.
advice here, bud?
Hey, my wife's right. I would buy a Jeep.
Good.
I would.
Yeah.
Not like a new Jeep, like a late 90s, early 2000s Jeep.
There you go.
Something to screw around with,
Top
you know.
offs and winning.
I like my top off.
There you go.
Most people don't like to see me with my top off, but
You might get warm enough in here. We might not see something.
I'm getting there.
All
It's
right,
like
Megan.
sitting in a sauna over here.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've done around each other?
I gotta.
Meg answers first. Keep it to yourself.
As in,
Could be the same night. You never know. Or day.
what I've done in front of Ben, or
Yeah.
what Ben's done in front of me.
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah,
Oh.
is she supposed to say
Because
something?
I can answer Ben's.
What
We
Ben
do it
did?
this
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
it
I know what
backwards.
Ben did in front of you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No.
So Ben and I.
So basically, whoever wins this says the most embarrassing thing
Yeah.
their spouse did in front of them.
Ben. Oh, I'm scared.
I don't know yours.
Ben, we had been dating, gosh, for at least a year. No, we were getting ready for like a dance. It was like homecoming or.
I knew. In my head, I'm going, not spaghetti, not spaghetti,
Yeah,
not
it
spaghetti.
is. So we've been dating for a year, maybe 2 years. And his mom was so sweet. She had made us a spaghetti dinner before we were going to like a homecoming dance. Or no, it was a coming home dance. It was like Sadie Hawkins. And we had never farted in front of each other. Never farted. And we were like that awkward moment where you like don't want that to kind of happen. And I don't remember what I said, but I made him laugh so hard that he farted. I go, did you just fart at the dinner table? Like his mom had made this whole romantic spaghetti dinner before we were going to dance. And he basically farted. And he looked at me and he's like,
This is at like 16 probably. It's great.
He's trying not to laugh.
I know. But he laughed so hard that he just...
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and it was just the littlest thing too. It was a little pop. Just a little pop.
I'm really scared to know mine though.
All right, bud. Rebuttal. Here we go.
I had time to think. Meg doesn't do that many embarrassing things.
Oh my God.
That's such a lie. Come on.
You're gonna have to do a handstand.
I know it.
We've been together for
Meg's
15 years
embarrassing
and you
thing.
can't
Meg's
say
embarrassing thing. Meg's embarrassing thing.
They did not know these questions before we got on air.
No, this is all blind.
I'm gonna lose this round, but if I can think of something, I'll let you guys know before this ends. But you can tally her for this one.
Yeah, I planned on it.
We just for that, you don't get to go first.
You tell a fart story, you're automatically going to win. Though.
16-year-old.
I knew I was gonna
16-year-old Sadie Hawkins fart story doesn't get much better than that.
Yep.
All right, Megan. What's the strangest gift Ben has ever bought you?
I don't like these questions.
Why? You got some weird things that you
Oh,
bought?
I can. Okay, can I say strangest, but
Still
probably
romantic.
still the best gift I've
Yeah,
ever received? So last podcast, you guys talked about how I was in a play,
Yep.
and he knew how much a seat at the Bay City Players would mean to me. So for Christmas, he bought my name on a plaque on a seat at Bay City Players.
Oh.
So he has my name and then my my show name on a plaque at a seat at Bay City Players. So it was the weirdest gift, but it was the best gift I've ever gotten.
There you go.
It was really cool. It was really
Good job.
sentimental, and
I'm proud of you.
So you have a stage name?
I do.
What's your stage name?
Oh well, yeah.
I was Shelby.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like a. It's not like.
I mean, it's not like Ferrari or
Yeah, it's
anything.
it's not Buddy Mackinac or anything.
No. Yeah, think about that. You guys got to name your first pet.
First pet and first street you lived
First street
on.
you lived on, and that's your porn name.
Yeah, do you guys know?
Dusty Freeland.
Oh yeah, there you go. Dusty Freeland.
Had a dog named Dusty. Dusty
I don't know
Freeland.
my first pet. Mom, help me with my first pet. You're watching.
Muffin Denise.
Muffin Denise.
Muffin.
Muffin Denise.
Are you a girl?
RuPaul, here we
I know
go.
your dad. He's Grover, Colorado.
Grover, Colorado. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Ben's is Buddy Mackinac.
My mom's is Spooky, Michigan.
I don't know mine. I know Wurzel is the drive or the street.
Your mom had a pet named Spooky?
Yeah, Spooky. Yeah.
They called him
Is it a
Pookie
black
here
cat?
because he like
no, it's a
stuff,
dog.
Like, fell off of it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. At the end.
Did it have
So
leprosy?
it lived a lot longer than
Have
they
you
expected it
have
to.
you seen Family Guy? Where you guys watch Family Guy?
Yeah.
You seen the one where Stewie makes himself a clone?
Oh.
And then he makes Brian.
Yeah.
A clone?
Yep, and-
You know how Brian starts falling
Yeah.
apart? Yeah, it's spooky. Less fast.
My mom
like it
said
took months.
Brownie was my first animal.
Brownie
Wurzel.
Wurzel.
Brownie Wurzel.
Brownie with an
That
eye.
might be
Yep.
good.
With
Okay,
two eyes.
A little heart above the
All right, weirdest
eye.
gift, Ben.
Come on.
You haven't given me any weird. I don't like these questions.
You just don't like losing the sounds of things.
He's losing though. He's giving up.
No, he's not like actually
Dude,
thinking
it's just
about
fun.
it.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. So the most off the wall gift she's ever given me. We had this. She had this whole trip planned for me to Detroit. We're gonna go to Third Eye Blind with my friends. We were gonna go to the casino. It was all crazy. We're driving down. I fall asleep in the car. I wake up at Lansing
Well,
Airport.
can I stop you here for a
You
second?
can stop me. I stopped you on the last one. Two
So
times ago.
I get him to believe that we need to check in at the MGM in Detroit at like 7:30 in the morning for this card tournament, right?
Poker tournament. Don't call it a card tournament.
poker tournament. Sorry,
Let's go down and play canasta.
it's cribbage. It's whatever.
I love cribbage.
Playing
I-
euchre
You
with
do
all
love
the
cribbage.
oldies that aren't
But
watching this podcast.
I get him in the car at like 6 in the morning just to drive down, and then he falls asleep, thank God, and we get him on I-69. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going to know we're totally not on 75 anymore. And then he wakes up, and I'm like, I got to go pee. He's like, where are you at? And I'm like, I don't know, I gotta go pee. He's like, this is a really off the way, like off the path.
Yeah,
to get,
she didn't
to go to
get
the
off
bathroom.
at an exit that had like a McDonald's and a speed right, a quarter mile away. It was like we're driving down this other main road for another 5 miles.
So I said, I'm sorry, we're not going to third eye blind. You're not going to see your friends. Like, I apologize.
You're not going to see your friends. They don't want to be friends anymore.
I took him to the Lansing airport, and we got on their plane, and we went to Vegas and saw Joe Rogan.
Got to see Joe Rogan.
Nice.
Got to enter a poker tournament at the what do they
Rio.
call that? Rio. They do the
World Series of Poker.
yeah
there.
World Series of Poker's there. So every day they've got like one big tournament, and so I got to play in one of those. I actually did pretty well, and then I got screwed. But don't worry about that.
You got screwed. I mean,
Yeah,
poker's
so-
a game about like bluffing and counting cards
Yeah.
and not being dumb.
You don't count cards and hold them. It's blackjack.
No, you can count cards.
Yeah, you can count cards and hold them.
No, I disagree.
Okay, anyway, how'd you get screwed?
Well, so I was doing pretty well.
We heard.
12-person tables. I was chip leader at the time. I was climbing my way up. And I had trip
I think he's
jacks.
trying to sell you one.
Right.
Vegas.
I had trip jacks, and someone went all in, called him. He hit a flush on the river. This was off the flop. I don't know if you know Holden very well.
I do.
He rivered a flush to beat me, and he was the number 2 chip at the table, so that took out like 80% of my chip count, and I was done after that. But I made it.
So he
like,
didn't
I made
get
it like 2
screwed.
hours.
He just got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky. I got screwed. I mean, that's what happens with me and Meg sometimes. I get lucky.
Oh, now our son is here.
That is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
That was good.
That was wow.
So now, who's got the strangest gift?
Honestly, because of what you just said.
So, yeah, I think he went
I don't think I got stood a chance at that point.
Yours is romantic.
Very romantic.
Vegas isn't romantic.
All right, Ben.
No.
If Megan could wear one of your clothing items, what would it be?
Let's see. The oldest T-shirt I have from back when I was like 10.
Is it the same size that you wear now?
No. I stopped growing at about 13. So back then I was like 90 pounds. So like imagine a 90-pound person shirt on Meg.
It's like my thigh.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not okay.
Nice and tight.
I like my shirt like I like my women.
She's trying to get points back.
Oh, Meg. All right.
Yes.
So, same question. If Ben had to wear one of your clothing items, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard.
Pair of her heels, so I'd be a little taller.
If she would have
this
said
is
that, she would have
hard.
won that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't have to beat her to it.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. He doesn't really wear a lot of my clothes.
That's good.
I don't wear your clothes at all.
I don't. I think the only thing I've ever seen him in is T-shirts that were his at one point, and then I take them, and then he
So
kind of
no, they're
claims them
still
back.
mine.
No,
So-
I claimed them at that point.
Funny story about that, actually. My wife, when she was pregnant, would start wearing my shirts because they were bigger. And then, she kept getting more pregnant, so the belly started getting stretched out.
Yeah,
She's
that
like,
didn't happen with us.
you can have the shirt back. And it's like, well, no, it's got a belly.
Yeah.
And that's why Adam drank more beer.
Yeah, he's like, wow.
So he could fit back into his shirts.
Up now.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I don't. He doesn't really.
What would you like me to wear of yours?
What would I like you
Yeah,
to wear?
like your
Blake?
thong.
Oh, no.
Your yoga pants.
If you,
Yoga pants, man.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm an ass woman. Excuse me, I shouldn't really say that, but if there's one thing that my husband has is a good ass set. So his
He does. I mean,
his
it's
hockey
not bad.
rear is something that I would
not
say
bad.
yoga pants is probably the thing I would want him to wear, but that's not something he never really takes my clothes. So
No, but you get to pick. Doesn't matter what's happened in the past. You say, tonight you're wearing this.
okay.
Or today. I mean, it could be just out for a good
Can't wait to
time
come to
on-
the bar tomorrow and see you wearing yoga pants.
yeah, right? just,
I'm going to
just
change
remember
my
that.
entire day just to stop in Bay City to see Ben in yoga pants.
I had to drive to Lansing tomorrow, but we had to stop and see a bet that Ben lost.
Oh, that should have been our bet.
That should have been the bet.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Meg gonna have to wear a Tiny Ben t-shirt.
Yeah. You'd rather see Meg in the Tiny Ben t-shirt.
Thanks, hon.
Yeah, I don't want to see you in everything you suggested. I don't want to see you
I
in
wanted to be
it.
certain I'd win this contest.
I think Ben gets a point
I
there.
gotta come back, man.
All right, Megan. What's his favorite drink?
His favorite drink?
Doesn't have to be beer. It can be anything.
I would say a couple of ice cubes, some whiskey, and some cherry juice.
Ooh. That actually sounds really
A
good.
couple of ice cubes, some whiskey, and some cherry juice.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll splash it with water a little bit, but right
You
now.
have to one up
So
me,
like a
'cause
poor
you
man's.
said wasn't
Hold on.
I'm not
It's like a
one-upping
poor
you.
man's Manhattan.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm not one upping you. I'm
Well,
just,
he's taken the Woodford
Reserve.
Reserve, thank you, cherries that we have at home.
we got
that
these
are-
nice cherries right now. They're like bourbon barrel aged cherries. and
I can
cherry-
go there.
Before then, he was a cherry juice and his whiskey kind of guy.
okay.
When I was younger, I really liked Red Stag, and then I stayed away from it for a while because I got into beer. Red Stag, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of sweet.
But you keep coming back to that.
Well, I don't do Red Stag anymore,
No,
but
but
I
I'm
do like,
saying the
the more
That's what I'd say your
fancy
biggest favorite
cherries in my whiskey. Yeah. Usually a rye whiskey or a nice bourbon.
I like how you're just answering all my questions.
I know,
I
right?
think I should automatically win this entire thing because you just have to.
No. The last round before the close, you went off on a tangent on mine. We should have a dialogue.
Yeah, but I was
here.
filling the story. This is you just.
I'm
basically
filling the
saying-
story.
Ben, it's your turn.
It's my turn, and you can elaborate on it all you want,
Sorry,
but
hon.
Please do.
I will.
Tell the
I will.
story.
for Meg, it's hard to say if it's her favorite, but it's definitely a go-to. Captain and Diet Vernors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on the nose. It used to be
Captain
Captain
and
and Diet
Diet
Coke,
Vernors.
but Diet Vernors is where I go.
All right.
Pretty easy.
Where she
I'm
goes.
sorry.
Well, that's-
No, that works.
Yep.
It's your favorite drink. It doesn't have to be hard.
You only had 6 questions, didn't you?
Yep. What is it, tied?
Well, I'm going to make that a tie.
Yeah.
All right, think of a
That
question.
felt like it was
Ready?
only 5.
No, it was
Well, no,
6.
because you couldn't answer one of them. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember all the questions.
You still haven't answered it.
I thought I had one more to really come up with.
Well, he didn't
something
even
good.
answer the question, so you should forfeit one of the ones he got right.
The embarrassing one.
Well, no. I forfeited the one I got wrong that I didn't answer. So that's it.
What's your spouse's least favorite household chore?
Ooh, I could tell you that one.
Laundry.
Laundry.
We both hate
We
laundry.
both. That's how bad we hate it. This is our laundry room.
Okay, we gotta think of something else now.
Everything on the floor is clean.
We don't
Because
mind
we just-
putting stuff in the washer.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
folding
mind
it's the
moving
worst.
it to the dryer.
It's just
Who is your spouse's celebrity crush?
Ooh, good one.
Margot
Clay
Robbie?
Matthews.
ooh no.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh, she's cheating.
That
She
is not.
She is cheating to win.
Wait,
Are
what?
you-
Clay Matthews?
No,
Oh
not
my God, you
anymore.
rave about him all the time.
Since when have I talked about Clay
He's
Matthews?
irrelevant now, so you wouldn't talk about him anymore.
Exactly.
Well, if it's her celebrity crush,
It
she'd
still
talk
is.
about him in the
It's-
off season.
Okay, who's
Okay,
mine?
I said Margot Robbie.
You're wrong too.
Yeah, he's just doing it just to
She's
spite me.
super hot. She's not the one I'd pick if I had the
Okay,
card.
well then you both have to fess up to what is your celebrity crust. Crush.
I like rye crust. Rye crust.
You get to pick the winner on this
Dang
one,
it.
Matt. Okay, dude, it's just dead air. You gotta say a name.
Okay, well, dead air. No one likes dead air. The people listening don't want to wait. I don't know her name, but if you've ever seen Parenthood, the babysitter that the youngest Parenthood kid gets with cheats on his girlfriend, I think at the time, Jasmine. She's hot.
Since when?
The girl who babysits Max with autism?
I get that, but
Yeah.
how does he must be doing something that I don't know? Because the fact that she popped into his head.
It's not like this is something I think about often.
Sure.
Natalie Portman. Like, for me, it's Natalie Portman. Like, I know that, like, because it's Natalie Portman.
I think she looks better than she'd look in real life.
Yeah, but still. But what my point was,
She's too
for
small.
pulling
She's
her out of
too
thin air.
thin. Yeah, I pulled mine out of thin air. Where are you?
You know what my number 2 is? Scarlett Johansson. Like,
Scarlett
I know these things.
Before the
Mine's-
reduction?
4.
Doesn't matter.
Divergent.
Before the reduction. Well, who's yours, Meg?
4 from Divergent. Divergent.
Oh, 4 for yeah.
I don't know his name, but 4
he's
from
good looking.
I
Divergent.
don't know either of these people you're talking
Right,
about.
that's what I'm trying to figure out now too.
Yeah, okay, go with
Yeah.
the hot chick from Parenthood.
All right, we'll dive into this after. We got to keep this on
Keep
track.
going. Keep going.
All right, top 6. We're busting out right now, real quick. We got to do it. Top 6 things we grow.
Am I starting? You starting?
Number 6.
Does that mean I'm starting?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 6, definitely asparagus.
Ooh, that was almost on my list.
The trick is you gotta cook it at really high heat, so it gets cooked, but it doesn't get
Soggy.
chewy.
You say 6 things to grill?
Yeah, 6 favorite things to grill on the grill.
I put my number 6 as hot dogs. I love a good barbecued hot dog. It's fantastic.
It's got to be the Kogel Vienna with the skin
Oh,
on it.
yes.
With a
Gotta
nice
get the
little
snap. Gotta get the snap.
Number 5.
My number 5 is definitely shrimp. So many different ways to grill shrimp.
See, I'm not a shrimp guy. The only shrimp I like is deep fried.
Okay.
So that's my shrimp take. My number 5, chicken. Good old chicken breast. Barbecue sauce, spices, chicken breast. Or chicken wings. Chicken wings on barbecue is fantastic too. Hard to cook because you got to get them really hot all the way through. But
Okay.
chicken wings.
Number 4.
So my number 4 is chicken quarters. But the trick is I have a very special seasoning, and it's more of a marinade, I guess. I'm not allowed to say on air because it's an ancient recipe that I can't divulge at this moment. But yeah, chicken quarters over a charcoal pit. Not a typical grill.
Potatoes. Whether they are diced or baked potatoes, I love potatoes on the grill.
You got a
Number 3.
fridge already?
I did.
Okay, quietly. They're doing a bit here.
They're trying.
And I can't get further away from my mic because this earphone.
You can take the phone off. Go ahead. Number 3.
Apologize, guys.
Matt might lose it here.
My number 3, beef roast. And the trick is you got to put it in the center and turn on the burners on the outside. Slow cook it for like 2 hours.
Beer can chicken.
Oh, yeah.
And the best beer you use for beer can chicken? Any guess?
Bush Light.
Bush Light.
Budweiser.
Ooh.
Yeah, Budweiser. Budweiser. Of all the beers to cook with, Budweiser is my tried and true go-to.
He's made a lot of beer can chicken.
I've made
Lots
beer
of
can
cans
chicken
of
and my
chicken
pulled
butts.
pork. I make some really good pulled pork that I use Budweiser with. So
Okay.
Number 2.
Burgers. Hamburgers. Just
Nice.
plain old hamburgers.
nothing's wrong with a good burger.
I'm a bigger fan of hamburger than I am a cheeseburger.
Really?
Oh,
I know.
Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh,
The
this
thing
might be a
is,
debate.
you got to let the meat speak for itself. You can't cover it up with cheese. I'm a huge cheese fan.
Do you not
Love
put
cheeses.
toppings on it?
What's that?
Do you not put any toppings
Very
on
minimal.
it?
Like,
What do you put on your burger?
Just a
mushroom onion?
tab of a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of onion, a little bit of tomato, a little bit of lettuce. Very simple. I let
very
them.
McDonald's.
Stop
that?
it. You just totally ruined it. No.
I'm not.
No, it's no.
It's very.
No, the burger, it's bacon, lettuce, mayonnaise, ketchup.
Not if you make the burger right.
Oh, yeah.
Got to make the burger right.
Burger's still mooing.
Yeah, I want to move.
Burger's
I
still
want it
mooing.
mooing.
That's fine.
We want
That's
medium rare.
fine. But you gotta let the seasonings in the meat and the meat speak for itself. It's all about how well you grill it.
You need to make me a burger.
A little bit of S&P on the outside, a little bit of garlic in the center.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I don't do a little
What if
bit of
you put cheese
Worcestershire, a
in
little
the
bit of beer. I've done it before. It's very
And some
good.
bacon bits. There you go.
Your wife just gave you the best compliment on the face of the planet.
Matthew makes the best burgers. Doesn't need any cheese.
See? All right, we need to
Going
all
home a
go to
winner.
your house
All
and
right,
have
barbecue
burgers.
Matt's.
Over, guys.
Maybe, just maybe, the cheese is hiding the fact that the guy grilling can't come through with a good burger.
Exactly.
The cheese is just
you
makeup.
go.
Makeup
So one
on
time I went to a
lipstick
friend's
on
house,
cake.
very good friend of mine, and we went to his house for a nice little party, and he made cheeseburgers. So, you know what? I'll have cheese in my burger. Why not? And he accidentally left the butcher paper on the bottom of the sliced
Oh,
cheese.
my gosh.
And I bit into it, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I finished the burger, because I didn't know where that came from at the time, and I was on my way home like, oh, it was on the cheese.
Wait, so you ate it?
I didn't eat the paper. I took it out of my mouth, but I finished the burger.
You know what? I don't want to tell you.
I know. I finished it.
Delicious.
Is it all good?
He didn't want to be rude.
No, I said immediately, said, Steve, what the hell is this? And he's like, I don't know. It says paper. It's wax paper. It came from something.
That's funny. My number 2, corn on the cob. You soak that in some water for a couple hours.
It's very delicious.
Basically
Lowry's?
burn.
The little Lowry's on
Ooh, I
there.
didn't even think of that. And you burn the outside and
Husk.
Yeah.
and you burn your hands trying to get it off, but it's totally worth it.
Or I can use tongs like a normal
Or
sane
you can be a
person.
man and just burn your hands.
Yeah, because I never use my hands for anything else except for picking corn off the grill.
I know what you use your hands for. No one wants to know that.
Number 1.
Sirloin steak. Steak in general, sirloin steak.
Funny story about this, actually. We canceled a show back in January because I got the flu. I have not been able to eat steak since, and that's the reason to not make my list.
Really?
Yes. So my number 1 is actually burgers.
Sirloin steak's the best steak.
It is. No,
It's big.
I'm
It's
not.
meaty. Sometimes I'll make like all these fancy side dishes for my wife and whoever else might be over, and I won't eat it. I'll just eat steak for
yeah.
dinner. Then I feel like garbage, but
That's all right.
Steak,
Yeah,
mashed
steak.
potatoes, asparagus, and mac and cheese. That's a meal.
I could eat
steak,
that right now.
just steak. Maybe some mushrooms and onions, but mainly steak.
What do you got on the question of the podcast there, Holmes?
Question of the podcast, we didn't get any more votes, but we got probably the most votes we've ever had. And the question was, are you a cat person or a dog person? Meg, what are you?
Dog.
Oh, okay. Ben?
Well, if you were here earlier, I blurted it out. I'm a big dog fan.
As are 62 other people.
As are you and I.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. 60, that makes 6 people are dog people and 17 cat people.
I'm shocked. I thought the cat people would have came out and
Full force.
but
It's kind of like, I'm sorry, but it's like
But-
when the band people band together. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
and true though, like cat people be friends with cat people. Dog people are friends with dog people. We are both dog people, therefore are friends with dog people. Therefore, we reach more dog people than cat
Yeah.
people.
Do you guys have dogs at home?
Oh
What
Yes.
kind of dogs?
I got a 75-pound black lab.
Okay.
I have half German short hair, half chocolate lab, one dog. I don't have like half of each dog.
Like
That'd be kind of serial killer-ish.
You guys?
We have an
Shepherd.
87-pound German Shepherd.
Ooh.
My dog, before
Female.
I left this evening, we have a nice little glider rocking chair in our living room. And Hank, that's our dog, he decided it was a good idea to sit on my lap in the glider rocking chair. He doesn't fit on my lap in the glider rocking chair. He just couldn't get close enough to me. It was adorable.
That's a good dog.
He's a good boy.
Yep. That's the thing about cats. It's like they get in your lap regardless of whether you want
Oh,
them
Then
to
you
or
touch
not.
them and they start like scratching you, and then you get
Yeah, they're just kinda wild
infected.
cards.
And
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to touch you, but you can't touch me. It's
Yeah.
like, no,
It's
I'm
very
the boss. I'm
Yeah.
the boss.
But dogs know that they're not lap dogs most of the time, and then they're like, I'm going to
Try anyway.
Yeah.
We got barn cats around me, and I hate them.
Oh, you know, I had some outdoor cats, and I liked them.
See, no. They drive
Yeah,
my dog
their names
nuts.
were Lucifer and Baby Cat.
Yeah. Funny story. We had Lucifer, so when I was younger, we were just playing basketball in my driveway, and Lucifer came up and was running around. We're dribbling, and she's like running in and out of, like she was totally. So obviously, she was someone else's house cat that got away. Anyways, we had her for a while. She ended up getting pregnant. She had
a baby cat.
well, multiple. My dad.
Well, they would get, if
My
the
dad
trucks
found
were
her.
warm, and what happened was they would crawl up in the wheel well, and then he would leave
Oh,
for work
yeah.
in the morning, and
She's talking about one of the kittens. She's a month past where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So, one day my dad's reaching into his hockey bag and he finds the cat. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing in here?" Grabs her, picks her up as a kitten's falling right out. She had her litter in his hockey bag.
that's why cats are wild cards, man. Sorry about the cat people.
They were
in here.
good cats, but
That's gross.
well,
Yeah,
correct.
That's a bit much.
So on that note, today's episode is brought to you by Café 13 inside Double S Party Store. My computer just shut off. In Kawkawlin, Michigan. Café 13. 1-3 is one of Kawkawlin's hidden gems located in M13. This little cafe is named after the street we're located on this evening, M13. Café 1-3 is your local quick stop for deli specialties, homemade baked goods, and coffee. Whether you're looking for a deli sandwich, a healthy salad, or a muffin, and a cappuccino, or frappe, or frappuccino, whatever you call them, Café 1-3 has it all. Subscribe, rate, and listen on Apple Podcasts. Give us a review, and we'll read it on air. Still no reviews. We'll take a few.
Take it. Give it.
Give it. Take it. Give it a little take. We learned a lot about that this evening.
We did.
Reach us by email on mattmuse@gmail.com. Call or text us at 989-372-1391. Or on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at mattmuse and mattmuse.com. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, everybody.
Thanks for having us, guys.
It was a pleasure. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Appreciate
It's a
it.
blast. We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
I would love to.
Positively. Absolutely.
You know Ben, he's all geeked about the podcast.
Oh, he was all giddy.
He's in the age
All
range for
giddy.
podcasts.
Yeah, he falls within the parameters.
Any chance for a little airtime, you know what I'm saying? Just want to get the name out there. I want people to be like, hey, that's the El Ligero guy.
All right, everybody. See ya. What?
Thank God that's over.
I did, though.
Matt thinks Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame.